brain, mother. As they had, we needed a restart, but other than that, we're all set. We're into this game, and we've got some ice versus ice. The AA versus the Tusk is, once again, we're greeted with the terrifying extra limbs upon our ancient apparition.
It's unnecessary and it's silly. And if you notice right there again, it has a different number of fingers as AA himself. 3 fingers on the little ones on the weird part, but he's got 4. Explain that, everybody. What the heck?
Yeah. Nice try, science.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I got him.
All right, so big smoke out here coming right out of the get-go, with Tim's leading the way, ready to tag team fools down to death if possible. And Yopaj is the one that's there underneath the tower. Gets down a ward.
30 seconds.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. So, yeah, talking about the Tusk, a hero that sort of feels like he's making a bit of a comeback. But on the other side, Ancient Apparition. Genuel, very, very excited to see how he does with this.
Yeah, I mean, we have an IO draft, right? So AA games should be expected every once in a while, and we're going to try it once more here. Not your traditional IO draft, though, right? These aren't the usual pairings.
Begins.
No, very different than what we would tend to see, keeping in mind that we did have an IO core just the other day, but this one an IO anti-mage, because this hero isn't already hard enough to track down.
Yeah, it's an interesting way of going about it. I'm curious as to how it's going to function, because it doesn't really strike me as I don't know, conventional for a couple of reasons. Just they don't seem to flow that well together. It'll give them a great laning stage for sure, especially if you're going to pair up like this. Aside from the anti-mage, though, the rest of the lineup looks like it pairs extremely well with an IO lineup. It's a lot of initiating potential. They have 4 initiators if you count the IO with the relocates and whatnot. So basically, wherever Tusk, Puck, or Void Spirit are, a relocate can then come in and follow up on one of their disables.
And it's quite hard to deal with. Playhard already pushing back along Januel onto KP, and that's giving all the space in the world to Skem. And already a bounty sent on. See if they're able to claim that one a little bit later on, as chase down comes onto JG with some of that good old-fashioned tag team, but they will not be able to punish that much further.
Just trying to, I guess, get the early bully on. How good is this tag team with the overcharge? You get bonus attack speed of 50, level 1. Ooh, so this is the cheese, eh?
I think that's what we saw yesterday too, and actually JG in some trouble now with that tag team, the slowdown and the beatdown. First blood drawn by Sims.
Think about when they're level 2.
Yeah,
when the Tusk has the overcharge with the tag team. That's gonna be gross.
Yeah, people are just gonna die.
All right. I like this. Very sneaky. It reminds me of the Wind Ranger Tusk that they were running with Liquid. Boxy would play the core Tusk, and they would get to support Wind Ranger for Taiga.
Yeah. It does mean, though, that since we've got 3 heroes down bottom, it's KP solo against this dual lane. But I think that's probably okay, because they can't really kill him, as, well, down bottom, JG again in trouble. Neon.
That's so much
heroes. Dude, that overcharge, devastating.
Yeah, you can't. You actually can't. What can you do if they activate that? Right? Like, the tag team is just way too much damage and slow. Night Stalker can't play into this.
No, he really can't. And play hard, like, he can't come down here either. I think if you, I don't know what Night Stalker actually does now. Like, he's walking back out to lane, but he's going to be completely zoned out of XP range.
He's going to come down here and try and, like, pull the wave apart, I guess, and just try and keep last hitting. But it's a dire situation here.
Dire definitely is favoring it, that's for sure. Armel.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where to go with that one.
Don't worry,
I knew there was something there, but I lost it. Thanks, bud.
At least Yopaj is having a decent time, and so is Gyrocopter, to be fair.
Oh, hey, look, guys. Night Stalker came back.
Hello. I hear you like to die. More punches, beating down, and almost killing JG. He
only get 90% of his HP, guys. He failed. How much mana did that cost us?
Not a whole lot.
A grand total of 110 mana across 2 heroes.
Dude, this is devastating.
That's the greatest trade deal in history.
He's just going to zone him out. Like, he's completely out of XP range. Now, the flip side of this is that they're also doing a lot of work here as well. They jump forward and find JG. Just when I think I can stop talking about it, he is likely going to fall here. They're diving in all the way. Can't quite get the last touch, though. But like I was saying, they've been able to force KP completely out of lane.
Yeah, this is the trade-off. I mean, he's legit just straight up jungling. That I'm a little surprised by. I guess he lost control of the pulls, so he knew that even under the tower wasn't going to be that good for him. Meanwhile, Puck dropping a little bit low here in the mid lane. Armel trading with Yopaj.
Not able to find that shards there. Pretty close, but not good enough. And yeah, this is going to be the big deciding factor, it feels like, as the silence trades out there. Gyrocopter, obviously a hero that does love to get off to a hot start. As well, they kill play hard. March will go down for it. But
the funny is that we were just talking last game about, man, everyone seems so rich. Like, there's so much gold and items this early. Now it's gonna be the opposite because we have like 2 dead lanes basically.
Yes. That don't really show signs of being able to catch up anytime soon. This lane being over here is great for JG, and meanwhile up top KP, he's able to get that side pull off a little bit, so there will be a creep wave coming into his tower, which should make things slightly better for a bit. As rotations come mid, but Armel will be able to dodge away. He goes and picks up the bounty room.
Benefits of the Puck. Yopaj has to wait till he's level 6 for such fancy plays, but that will also be occurring here soon, so not too much concern for him.
Shards not quite able to connect on bottom as still trading hits there mid. Armel forced to jump away afterwards, but yeah, you could see that JG having a better time now that it is nighttime, but can't get that pull off. Tim's there to interrupt yet again. Yopaj underneath the tower, but Io moves in, and they're able to keep alive that Puck.
Yeah, actually have to rotate this eye around a little bit now. Can't just fully go in on the AM. I guess they're also just thinking like, you know, we've secured enough of the AM, diminishing returns here. As they miss the shards down bottom. Can't trap JG in there. Probably would have been all right anyway, but at least could have burnt a little bit more of his health.
And you compare, KP's still coming out a little bit ahead in this, almost a level ahead of him, as they will find and take down that Grimstroke. Meanwhile, jumping in, Armel, he has already used the coil and is going to die to Yopaj.
Yeah, and March has a DD, but he's not actually that scary to Yopaj.
No. Not in the least bit. Okay. Oh, 6.5 minutes. Still very even so far. How is the anti-mage doing as far as items? He's just queuing up straight Battle Fury as to be expected, as Skim and KP are trading hits up their top. And will get hit by the stun, forces back JG yet again. But yeah, it looks like he's going to be fine up here. This KP Void Spirit, it's really hard for them to dive him.
Now, what is the counterplay when they try this exact same thing with a Dream Coil, where they're going to have this like tag team plus tethered hero, and they're just right-clicking away on this like gyro? They don't really have a good answer, do they? I mean, I guess the best thing they have is a rotation coming in from Yopaj and like a double bolas or something, and then trying to get through the turnaround from that is, geez, that was quick.
Yeah.
Someone dropped their ice cone on the ground there.
He got exploded. Yeah, it's, I mean, if you step too far forward and you're not getting eyes on Tusk, you're just going to explode. So well played by Tim's there, making these good rotations with the boots early. Call down used over in the jungle to just farm up some creeps while Bash pushes out the lane. And you can see Scam retreating to where they've built up a few stacks for him along the way. Net worth laid right now, a little bit for head.
One problem that I see here too, though, is as we get the coil, this is that kill they really need.
Tim's trying to make it work, stunned, but he gets away just barely. Oh, Yopaj, 80 HP. That keeps him alive. And
Actually gets the regen, of course.
Oh my god, that's unbelievable. Tim's, he is going to be stunned, but they do break the regen, and Yopaj, he's stuck around a bit too long, but there's the remnant away. And just when I thought they were going to get him, he gets away again. Oh, good.
But, so KP, he did okay, and, you know, JG's back, like, farming now, but Night Stalker likes to kind of snowball, play the early game, so starting out this week feels like a worse situation than the Void Spirit doing the same thing, just because, like, it feels a lot easier for a Void Spirit to play off his allies and, like, set stuff up compared to what JG's gonna have to do.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, JG, yeah, you can jump on people with the Void. The Crippling Fear is quite good as well. But you kind of need like that +1 to play with. And I mean, I guess it's probably going to be Ember that he needs to do that with. Him and Yopaj are going to need to group together at some point and make some moves.
And the Grim, right?
Yeah.
Like then you can actually like steroid up your hero. The problem is you don't have that nice get out of jail free or initiation card, depending on what's useful for you, that both the Puck and the Void Spirit have. You just have I run in. So your ultis really need to count, because that's what you're going to have to play on.
And to be honest, depending upon what these builds end up being, like, he might just explode too, right? Like if somebody builds a medallion, or if you get like a Blightstone on KP and they've got tag team working, like even if JG runs in, he might still just die. Like they have a ton of physical damage with the tag team being maxed out by Tim's.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what his build will be. I guess just like an offlane style, he could try like Halberd's not like necessarily that good this game, but I would think like something involving like a Lotus would be nice.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Skem, he rotated towards the mid lane now. All 5 heroes in this area of the map for side of Neon. And I gotta be honest, an unimpeded AM that's been a part of 3 kills at 10 minutes. I'm feeling pretty good if I'm looking at Gabby's game.
Yeah, true. But Skem's also been fine, and has the Mask of Madness, and might be able to play a little bit sooner. But the other 4 heroes look pretty early game centric there from TnC as they get an easy one.
Yeah, and now Jay will also in trouble. He's gonna drop Inkswell, trying to make something happen there, but the Dissimilate comes in, and KP is gonna have another remnant in just 1 second. They might not even need it. Just beat him down. Flurry of action, 3 die mid. Then afterwards, like you look, Gabby's like diving the Night Stalker underneath the tower.
Top tower is under attack.
Playhard even lost his tome. That's depressing. On his courier.
It's hard out here for ice cream.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, they see that Yopaj is nearby. Astral Step, jumping onto March. March decides to try and get away.
Oh, nice.
The Sleight of Fist,
nah.
Almost there.
Yeah, the DD's too much.
Yeah. Still managed to get out on the Void Spirit if nothing else. Good play by March there to try and get away just by the tether out, moving in a little closer.
They're bringing the puck down bottom now.
Okay.
Even trying.
They have an opening here.
Case's life couldn't get any harder on this poor Night Stalker.
Bail out. Mana Void is available. They pop it. Get the kill. Yopaj tries to jump. They bring down Gabby. Okay. That was needed.
Yeah, just even that second level Nabola was just enough to get that. Now Armel will slowly make his escape. Hope that no one else is there lingering around as they head for that haste rune, but KP gonna snag it away from Yopaj before he can get there.
Played. Trying to finish off this Yule Scepter for KP to set up for kills. This has been Tim's left alone up top for a very long time on TnC, and it looks like he's going to be trying to go towards a Glimmer Cape most likely. I guess it could change depending upon if he gets like enough gold to get into a hood or something, but
Radiant's
we'll have to
bottom
wait and
tower
see.
is under attack.
Yeah, I thought he might try and rush the medallion for like that big walrus punch damage.
Right. Tied in against it. As Smoke Up, possibly. I thought Playhard and Yopaj might go for it. They're waiting.
Yeah, I thought they might too. They still don't have the Ice Blast, but John Newell's going to get the wave mid right now, so that should give it to them. Unfortunately, the setup is not very good this game. They need like the close range Ice Blast. They're not going to get any sort of like a long range one really, unless frankly a bit lucky. Sends one out though. He's hoping for the best.
And they will already kill off Armel, but meanwhile the snowball comes in afterwards. Ice Blast not going to connect. The Soulbind doing whatever damage they can. Scam already dead. Yopaj also in trouble. The big old void comes out onto one, as well as the silence afterwards. They will kill off March. KP hasted, try to run away. And with all these heroes chasing him down, Tim's eventually will fall. A triple kill for the Ember.
Okay, we're back. We're all good. First kill in the AM, now triple kill for an Ember. Yopaj, I mean, he is the hero that can carry it. Even though his Night Stalker's a little bit behind, he can utilize just the vision that he gives to do that.
Oh, and he barely gets out of there. They're gonna lose one, possibly. Look at this. Ember Spirit is real low. Thinking about it, Mana Void's available. Deuce's Legion.
Oh man, the vision.
Gabby, he can't get there. Play hard. He's gonna get punched by KP. Okay, no, Gabby's just gonna come and steal the kill. That's fine.
Armel, careful now.
Gotta be careful. They still have that Mana Void. Thinking to turn. KP living for the moment. Jumps onto the back line. Fine Jill. Can't kill him yet. But now they finally will. And now trying to turn onto this Ember who's low on mana.
This has not gone well for them.
Oh, and Scam just does so much though. And a triple kill in the end for the Ember.
They should have left when they had the first fight, and they kind of recouped some of their losses to now come back and hand over was a second triple kill, right? Like now he's 9-1-1 on this Ember.
Call the police. 911. This is instruction. Yeah, and gonna go for the BKB afterwards. So he just wants to keep the ball rolling.
Oh, I like that.
Time will descend.
That is not something you see too often on Ember. You just go like Maelstrom to the BKB, but that is definitely his role this game because he needs to create a lot of space for Scam.
Yeah. Ward's placed down, smoked up. They don't see the anti-mage, but blinks on in. Now they find him. Remnants catching, and Gabby, he's fallen. That is the second death with the Battle Fury. Damn, dude, they got him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They really got their number for the past 5 minutes or so. Now they're just continuing to press forward here. They have the Night Stalker ulti again, too.
It feels like Yopaj's game is just so free. Like, if they catch him in the coil, it's good, but they just haven't been able to do that yet.
Yeah, he's actually playing super well, too. I mean, this game really is just all on him, and we've cursed him.
There it is. That's what they needed.
That's what we were expecting. More of the cursing. That's their bread and butter right there.
600 gold deaths. That's going to finish his Yules. As the relocate's going to pull Tim's back into the other side.
Radiant's bottom
and they manage to escape. Wow. Gabby just going to go back to AFK farming and try and avoid any entanglements. Oh, God. Be careful.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's going to blink away. Mid lane. Catch onto one, soul binds. He's gonna get both of them. Try and take a walk away together, but the Ice Blast gonna apply the debuff onto both.
Oh man, this death is gonna end up costing Yopaj so much too, though. Now that he's been down, KP has found his way to the Yules, so he really needs that BKB now because now he can't just dive into these fights anymore. Number one, he can lose his Flame Grab, but number two, he's gonna fall right back down into the Aether Remnant.
Right. Yeah, and you know, the rest of the heroes are doing more than enough damage to kill him if they're able to keep him under control.
JG's legitimately, like, he's gonna have to just jump in front of the Aether Remnants. That's his play as the Night Stalker now.
Yeah, that's tough. And like, he's not really getting those big items that you want out of a Night Stalker at this point. Like, there's no thoughts of an Aghanim's at this stage.
No, he's gonna be small, man. Drums is nice though. It's exactly the kind of game plan they're in right now. Unfortunately, it kind of feels like they're just trying to like stem the bleeding a bit. But I suppose if Scam can get to the point where he needs to be, then once he joins, these fights will look a lot better.
And he does have coming on out now on the courier 2 components of that Aghanim's with already the other 2 in hand. So we'll have that with the Mask of Madness. Things could start to look a little bit better for him. Also getting that cooldown.
probably one of those start thinking about Roche too. Like the Aghanims just makes it way faster. I mean, it's basically a DD on the gyro. It does put them into the idea of vision around the pit, but for now they're rotating towards that bottom half of the map, again towards Gabby.
March going to be found. Gabby will thank March very much for his services. Yes, he is not the one that dies. Okay. It's on 1,000 gold lead separating these two teams. Right now, the big differentiating marks feel like it's the Night Stalker that's behind the Void Spirit, but on the other hand, it's, well, Armel maybe in some trouble. It's the jaunt away, barely able to escape, and the rest of them looking to also be there. Snowball, not quite able to get it. The taunt, it's going to be off the mark, and they're going to kill Tim's.
Jeez, even with the hood, not even close.
Yeah, I have a feeling that he wanted to get into a pipe because he felt like his game was going a lot better, but since then he has died quite a few times on this Tusk. Or I guess I should say he just hasn't been able to be involved in as many kills.
Well, there's also just like a crazy amount of magic damage too. I think the hood's actually better than Glimmer.
Okay.
I don't think he wants to like hide that much as this hero. I think he's happy like taking a bunch of damage.
Okay. It's reasonable then. Gabby, what's he got now? Manta in about 1,000 gold or so. He just needs more time. And just testament, they haven't really been able to find him that much in spite of this like crazy fast movement around the map. Staying one step
and
ahead.
having a Night Stalker. It has gone pretty well for him, but perhaps another fight here. Again, it's going to be all about the coils from this puck, and it's such a good spell for letting the AM actually contribute too. Like if you're nearby, it just feels so safe when you see them completely stuck on the leash to try and dunk a mana void on someone.
Yeah.
They're going to TP out there. They're moving up top to the top boundary and trying to catch the puck with the silence. But he's not going to walk up the staircase. However, Tim's does.
Tim's is crazy, man. Snowball? TP away? Oh, what a player! Oh, he gets out. Oh,
barely.
Oh, that's real nice. That.
Sorry, barely still is.
Yep. His way out of there.
And now, drums and medallion done for JG. I really like his build. I think this is just what they needed.
Right.
Although the Lotus would still be good, I think, to try and help out. But if your Ember's rushing the BKB, I guess he doesn't necessarily need it anymore.
Yeah, that solves some of those problems. We'll keep him more susceptible against the burst damage that could come as well. Gyro, Mr. Scam pushes out the waves, perfectly fine. There's a smoke up coming from Tim's and March. The dynamic duo, seeing what they can do. And who will they find? Look like anybody yet. Anybody that they want to fight into.
No, they can bully like a support or something and just like solo kill them, but not finding the target that they need. Oh, we got the Remnant provides True Sight.
All right.
I feel like that's the first time we've seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it that much.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Pretty
under
cool.
attack.
I like dewarding. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of, I think, an underrated part of it. I like this a lot. And obviously giving you some extra vision. On top of all that, it's nice to see. I feel like they're getting through the hardest part of the game right now on TnC, and like every minute that passes, this AM is coming closer and closer to online.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That was a nice clip. Jeez.
Do you think that as March is going to get clipped there, that Gyro can eventually sort of carry this game for them if Gabby gets online big enough?
I think that they're going to have a pretty strong window where Gabby's not going to be ready, Skem's going to be ready, and they can just like take Aegis and really push. It's basically the same window they missed last game, right? Is this first Aegis into really strong objectives.
They have better heroes for taking them for sure, as Roche is going to fall and no way to come on in and deal with this.
Yeah, just trying to trade pressure. That tier 2 in the bottom lane. And they're going to send Yopaj down with an Ice Blast.
Oh, March in some trouble here. He is going to drop, and KP able to escape. Inkswell, oh, well played with the taunt though. Pulls him back in and TP out. Remnants in. Oh God, he can't get there with the bolas.
Jeez.
What a little okie doke there from KP.
Yeah, well, he wasn't the last person in enemy territory. Those Tim's is still stuck here by the tier 2 in the mid. I guess is maybe gonna cut a wave. I'm not sure. Chilling.
Maybe they were like thinking to smoke together or something and do the play, but whatever the case is, it's just sort of AFK for the moment.
But he goes.
So Basher completed now for Gabby and Yopaj. They blink right on top of him. Thought about the mana void. Doesn't decide to go for it. Man, starting to slow down a little bit in this game after what was a very hectic first 20 minutes or so. But now it feels like it's just waiting for those timings to come up on online, and of course waiting out the Aegis from Skem.
Tim's just TP out of here? I guess he never did, huh? He just stayed and he stuck around. All right, he got the courier.
The longest con game.
Is he going to try and kill this neutral camp still? This is crazy. They just thought he was going to TP.
I think, like, you know, if you think they're going to play on the opposite side of the map, where's the safest place for him to farm right now?
Well, it's also just doing this stops them from pushing towers with Aegis. That's all this does.
Yeah.
He basically wants them to chase him.
And they're not willing to do it right now, but he does sit in the mid. We'll see if Tim's decides to come on out and pull the wave. Doesn't look like it. Gonna let it get away.
His soldier's here.
Dude, Tim's is the most AFK I've ever seen a Tusk. This dude has like moved 400 units in the past 4 minutes. As they're gonna hold high ground.
My camp's gonna spawn soon. This is great. La la la. Nice try at the camp while he's at it.
He literally
the wave rather.
Walked back and forth between right here this entire time.
Yeah, but at the same time, what has the path been for Neon?
Yeah,
they've kind of just done like a little loop through this whole area.
It's like everybody takes a break, not going to play Dota for a little bit. And in the meantime, they managed to get some creeps. Oh, he left his safe zone. Tim's going to get caught now. And the silence comes out. They're going to be able to beat down the Tusk. And he's going to take him on a little walk before he ends up falling. Of course, all the spells out of him. One more Walrus Punch for all he's worth.
Just a bit more space. Stop though.
Scepter pulling him in, but the BKB reaction, well played there by Yopaj, trying to turn, doesn't hit with the bolas. Meanwhile, they pop Nightstalker ultimate, gonna try and bring down KP. Does have the remnant, catches there onto the Ember, Dissimulate is available, but he's rooted and in trouble, and it looks like they will manage to run him down, as he will also
just
take
in
on a
case.
walk.
Got your back up there in the AA. The Swiller. Well, what do they gain with this Aegis?
Radiant's top tower.
They got like a tower, I think? Maybe a tier 2.
I think they got the bottom towers.
Much. Armel jumps away. Does not want to get caught.
He wants one more tower.
Apparently.
Dire's middle tower.
So they've got about a minute left, and it looks like they should get that fairly freely. As Yopaj is pinging down bottom, knowing that Gabby's going to be there. Well, jump from Tim's. Or rather, from JG onto Tim's, trying to keep him alive. It's not going to happen. And now they're high ground.
All right, this is what we were missing last game, right? It's exact play, getting something done. I'm not necessarily sure they're going to get the full lane.
Yeah.
As they're sending Yopaj back, in fact.
And he
gets the remnant.
He didn't stop it at all. He just tried to do some damage to the creeps, but it didn't end up working. They did take the tier 3 tower, hitting a lot of damage now onto the Void Spirit. The coil there is going to land onto 3 heroes leashed up. Silence now onto all. Jumps away by KP. But in the meantime, this anti-mage is just hitting buildings. So he does.
They have another like 5 seconds left on the Aegis too. So they'd be a bit careful in the retreat.
Chase. Aegis down. Armel thinking about chasing, but he doesn't have a coil anymore. Now as they're TPing back in, they break the TPs. Gabby's taking the racks while this is all going on. As long as they get out with the rest of these heroes, things things are okay for TnC.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Yeah, they got the
are
lane.
under attack.
Fully
Radiant's
done.
bottom barracks
Wow.
has
Well
fallen.
done. Nice TP cancel onto the gyro.
All it cost was KP's life, and so they end up with more structural damage on
Dire's
TnC
middle
than
barracks are
Neon
under
got.
attack.
Continuing to,
Slightly worrisome.
continuing to farm this out. I mean, they're
Dire's
getting the
bottom
second
tower
lane. This
is
is the
under attack.
problem. As Scam and JG beat away at it, they've
Dire's
got
bottom
Abyssal
tower
on
has
anti-mage,
fallen.
but he doesn't want to come back right now.
Dire's
He's just
bottom
AFK
barracks are
farming.
under attack.
Yeah, Skim's mad.
Radiant's courier has been
I don't blame him. I'd be pretty upset if that happened too.
Yeah. Sticking
They have
around
no
for that.
crates.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
That's a good point. So they don't get the other melee racks. Gabby just keeps cutting. Now, I do think that there was an enchanted quiver that dropped that Gabby didn't see.
Radiant's
And it's in
top
this
tower
camp
is
right
under
here.
attack.
So somebody might go over and pick that one up in a moment. It's invisible for the moment, but I think once
Yeah.
the camp dies.
Radiant's middle
it
tower
again.
is under attack.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but oh well.
Januel, does he spot it? Is it over there?
Radiant's
Am I
top
crazy?
tower is under attack.
It's under a creep? Or maybe it's
At one of
somewhere
the
else.
camps.
Oh wait, no, it's maybe back in the inventory.
Oh, he sent it back. Okay. Haha. Oh, Titan Sliver. Hey, man. Wow, what a recovery by JG into the BKB. I mean, I guess KP's just as farm too, but I was pretty concerned about this Night Stalker's game. Considering how far behind and how rough his lane looked.
Right.
But now he's a problem. If they can force any of that control onto him, like the
Radiant's
Abyssal or
top
something,
tower is under
that's just
attack.
going to give more space to Yopaj.
Right.
They have the
Dire's
Axe though.
bottom
Nice.
barracks
Okay.
are under attack.
All right, RML can just win the game. Go RML.
Just win the game, yo.
Win the game. Coil everyone.
30 seconds until Roche is capable of respawning. Yule Scepter lift up, still beating away at the buildings. Armel can go into the back line if they want, but they're just going to get
Dire's
full
bottom
set of
barracks
racks
is falling.
and no response. Woke up from Gabby with March in tow. Who will they find? JG Invis with a rune. While they throw out another slate and no follow-up afterwards. Yeah, TnC just not feeling comfortable moving out. This Neon draft is looking quite strong.
Thing is, though, they haven't garnered a humongous lead, really.
Abyssal, jump in, Mana Void killed. Ice Blast afterwards. Now turn on Yopaj, finds the stun out of mana. Gabby has arrived, but can he survive? That's the other question as they try and control, backing away, don't break the tether yet. Meanwhile, over to the south side of the fight, they're jumping onto Tim's. He's taking a ton of damage and just gonna die. As JG trying to run down KP, BKB wearing off though. And Armel jumps back in and gets the silence onto 2, tries to find that Night Stalker base too difficult. And Yule Scepter afterwards, but the silence is there. And that would be 3
Radiant's
down.
turret has been killed.
Let's see if we can get our fight recap there. Oh, you guys got the fight recap? How come I didn't get a fight recap? Swear,
good,
you guys are getting them better than I am. Like, why did I get this? Thank you, Observer.
It's because of the Canada, you know?
I guess so. Yeah, I'm not allowed to have it or something. But buyback, it's an AA, so it's kind of whatever. And finally, he's starting to grow this lead a little bit. Still not by much, only about 1,000 gold, but then you get a faction on the side that the puck's not going to be farming, and most importantly, not pressuring these lanes. We get a little instant replay there of that initiation onto the AA. It's good, but unfortunately, it's not really the best target to blow kind of this like first real anti-mage attack on.
Yeah, first time he shows up really to the fight there, and you can see Tim's does manage to isolate and kill the Grimstroke, but pays for it afterwards in his life. It's going to be interesting to watch how this next round of engagements go. Like, the coil obviously is amazing if you can get it onto all these heroes, but Gabby needs to be there while it's happening to do all that damage. And it felt like it was sort of, I don't know, like first Gabby went in and then there was the follow-up afterwards, but it wasn't perfectly timed, and I don't know, bizarre stuff. Bissell though,
Gabby
blows up one, now turns on to JG and decides to jump away. Oh, again,
All right.
BKB used. Roche
I'm a
available.
little concerned here. How have they not garnered a larger lead? Like, are they really just getting worked around the map that hard by these side
Radiant's
lanes?
middle tower is under attack.
I mean,
Because it feels like they've been running everything.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I mean, I think they got the first set of racks, right? On TnC.
All right. In BKB, we have ulti, we have Aghanim and like Octarine almost on this Ember.
But they have Aegis and Cheese. No BKB on Gabby, but he's ready to jump in at a moment's notice.
Has been killed.
Kills the courier afterwards. A Betty. And the relocate's gonna pull him back in afterwards. Night Stalker.
Why are we fighting this?
Buddy. I don't know. Oh my god,
They have
Glimmer
a
Cape.
foil. I guess that's why.
Glimmer Cape. March, no! Poor March. Ooh. Here's another item that I'm liking, if Tim's can get to it.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh, the
Aghanim
Ags,
Scepter.
the kick, the coil. It's genius.
I like that a lot. It's gonna be a while. So, Ember Spirit still fulfilling the same role of the Aghanim Scepter, the BKB, jump in, make chaos. Night Stalker, silence people. Gyrocopter needing to stay alive but also do the damage, and I'm feeling like the damage component just isn't really there right now for Skem.
Oh, but why? He's going to try and find it with this rapier. This
Okay.
is it. He's correcting the last game. He's saying, we were supposed to go all in here. We didn't do it. That's what this lineup's supposed to work. So, well, we'll see if he can do it. Meanwhile, this is a lurking AM trying to activate a trap guard down here as Gabby pops out.
Kills the wave, and they are grouped up mid again with the Aegis and Cheese available. They're ready to party.
These fights are so reliant on Gabby, though.
Yes.
I mean, I think that's why he's so quick to just like jump and blow up something like the AA, because it's, you know, he's the guy who has to do everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And he does have the full MKB coming out to him now as well. So he can blow up those supports, but now also it feels like he can fight Gyro. And they really need to take, I think, this fight before Skem gets Rapier. I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah, there's no butterfly on Gabby or anything, but still. Would be nice. Your Rapier's pretty good with the Aghanim. Oh, they're gonna find themselves JG, and he just gets melted. Yopaj comes in. Does walk away, though.
It does not want much of that anti-mage action right now, as the last couple of minutes have all been coming up TnC, and now they are the ones with the slight lead. And if you take a look at an experience, still a very even game. Less than 1,000 gold lead, or experience lead.
I kind of wish KP would just buy Halberd. That might be what they need.
He does have a nice little chunk of gold.
Let this BKB wear down on the gyro. I mean, still taking 10 seconds. I say wear down, but like you have to find some way to slow down this damage from the rapier. See if you can actually get a disarm.
And I wonder if they know that that's what's coming. I mean, all they see right now is the Demon Edge, but you have to at least have it in the back of your head that's a possibility. And
Sure, they'll probably assume MKB, but see what they opt for.
And realistically, he could go back for the MKB too. Like, it doesn't have to be Rapier.
Generation.
But it probably is going to be. Gabby. Okay. Still fine. Takes away camp after camp after camp. Spotting Skem. All of his buddies are nearby. Jumps into the top wave here. Pushes it out again. Gabby's getting bold. Can't afford to get too bold.
Yeah, he's got a minute left on the Aegis, so maybe just try to force a fight outside of the base. Or at least somewhere where he's got some friends. Or take someone down with his Aegis as well by like diving into the fog like that. Hoping to catch a support. And 37 minutes, let the items fall.
Toot and Lily. Have a camera or KP. We got a Spell Prism. Gyrocopter's going to send that one back. He definitely has gold for the Rapier now, and sort of beg the question, if you're going to buy it, why save for buyback? See if he does decide to go for that or not.
Oh, Spell Prism.
Nice.
Seems like a puck item.
Could be really good. Scam, you going to do it? Hello? He's thinking about it. Go buy it, buddy. Just get it. Don't think. Just act.
It's my rapier.
Not doing it. Timeless Relic also picked up now. I mean, if you lose it at this point, he gets the rapier. So, I mean, again,
Radiant's
going
middle
all
tower
in.
is under
The
attack.
plus side is that this is before the Tusk Aghanim's comes online, because there is something to be said for, like, if you get a coil and then a Tusk Ag's kick and he's isolated away from the rest of his team, he's going to die.
That would be a pretty depressing way to lose a rapier in a game, I have to say.
Yeah.
Like KP, they did get the Timeless Relic themselves too on TnC, which I think is really good. As they are going to hold the Prism there too onto the puck. So what's that put it at? 3.25 and 4.8 downtime on the phase shift. 4.8 downtime on the waning rift. Oh man, that's gross. That is really nice with the -7 second cooldown.
AP wanting to jump away, manages to escape for now at least. Remnant in round 2, root onto both. Careful, careful. Yule Scepter already out there. Silence onto both of them. And it looks like March is going to be the one that goes down. Can they find KP? Dissimulate, dodge, jumps over to the side. Another Astral Step is available. He's able to live. Man, that was so close. Oh, but JD inside the base. The dots. They pull him back in, rooted again. Now round 2 of this one. Skem, he's alone in the base with the rapier. Okay, they're not that afraid of him yet. Gabby looking to jump on the back line, finds himself the A, blows him up, but now the turn, the leech. Gabby did so much damage from that rapier. He is down to a quarter HP in an instant. They already bought back on March. What more can they do? They kill off Armel as well.
Yeah, they're just going to be thankful they have that tier 2 up top.
Yes. And this is the time when you reflect on your life choices, and Boyd immediately buys the components for Halberd, like you were saying.
Yeah, now you got to figure out what to do though. Like, you need a plan as to how you're going to kill this gyro. Well, that means like some big smoke, and you're going to plant a bunch of wards around like the Ancients or something, but that has to be the next goal for your squad, is just find some way to eliminate him. And then, of course, as Neon, you need to think like, okay, what are they going to try and do next? Clearly, they want this rapier, so might just see some 5-man Dota from both teams.
Now, Gabby completes Scotty, still has cheese in the backpack. Seems like it would be a good March item, not going to lie.
Yeah, but he's on his own all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Skem queuing up the Scotty himself, gets that done. 3,600 HP.
Yeah, he wants that each. Real bad. We're gonna have the time for it in just a moment. 20 seconds away.
Since there's so much 5-man around the other side of the map, it leaves a lot of space open for Gabby to go for the split push action. They force out a glyph now, and he will be able to likely secure this tier 2 tower, but back towards mid. Skem. Again, very deep into the base.
Is that enough?
1,000 gold away from being able to finish that walrus kick, and in the meantime, they lose the tier 3, tier 4 towers. Okay, walrus punch, jump, a decent start. Meanwhile, the heal comes out as well. They already found and killed Play Hard. Gabby trying to turn now onto Skem. They have to jump away. Rapier's too much damage. While KP blows up Janelle. They have AA Blast when they come back up. Still 30 seconds away, but they're going to turn onto these tier 4 towers. Gabby, no more Abyssal for 18 seconds. The Ancient is exposed. Tim's jumps in, wants to get to control. So much damage out there, and the Ancient's just falling. Neon are taking it down. They have the glyph, but everybody buying back all at once to try and kill him. They already have the damage out there. Is it going to be enough? They can't kill him. Triple kill for Skem, still trying to control. Gabby turns, Abyssal Blade's going to land. They got to bring him down. Ultra kill, Rampage, one time. Is he going to be able to get it a second time? They're all falling so freaking low. Skem, 4-step. Is he going to be able to finish the job? Another Rampage. Skem has too much damage. The Aghanim Scepter is absolutely demolishing, but they finally kill him off. Gabby gets the rapier, still the Ancient exposed, and Yopaj stops it. He creeps at the Ancient, my man. Now turned, wanting to jump. Gabby is big and bad. Just get a 3-shot. Now a triple kill. Can they find any more afterwards? Lift up on a Night Stalker, want to chase him down. What did we just witness?
Oh, let the bodies hit the floor. I think that was the plan. Just everything. You've got the lemmings over the cliff into the gyro to try and get that damn rapier. But they're not done. They're coming back. Oh, God. You better hope you can cleave to your heart's content here.
That was 9 buybacks already used, and Scam wants to jump back in, salvage this game. Gabby Rapier has to jump away, but the Ancient, they don't have anything to break it. They're just going to turn it. They don't have an answer. The Rapier is in their hands, but the game is won by